For the last 3 years here, he has earned more points.
Oh, look out. Davey Allison is in the crash, Bob.
Oh, Ernie Irvan, and it's all over for Davey Allison.
No, it's not over yet. I don't think he hit him that hard, maybe.
Well, he hit pretty well, I think.
He's got a lot of damage to the right side of the car.
Ernie Irvan spinning, coming off of corner number 4.
Davey has got his car moving.
Yeah, he's trying to pull away.
But he can't steer it.
But it won't turn.
It won't turn. The right front will not work.
We're watching Alan Kulwicki. He is not leading the race. He is second, but he is in the lead as far as the Winston Cup point standings are concerned. The white flag is out. Now Alan Kulwicki comes down and gets it. There is less than 1 lap to go around this 1.5-mile oval at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are not following the winner, the leader of the race. We are focused in on Alan Kulwicki, who is going to win the 1992 NASCAR Winston Cup and the $1 million bonus that goes with it. Bill Elliott comes off the 4th corner. He wins the Hooters 500. But Alan Kulwicki is coming off of corner number 4, knowing that he's winning the championship. There's the checkered flag for Alan. He's the champion for 92. Remember his first win at Phoenix? He took what he called, and these are his words, a Polish victory lap.
Yep.
And guess what? He's going to do it again.
I was a little bit safe coming down pit road, and we lost first gear in the transmission on our first pit stop. So I had trouble getting out of the pits all day long. You know, I think that's probably where he made up a little bit of time on me was, you know, getting in and out of the pits because we were having transmission trouble. But at that point, I knew where we were. You know, I wanted to win the race because we had led quite a while, but there'll be other races, but this championship's what I wanted, and I just...
He made a mistake as he's leaving the pits, scrubbing the tires. He probably was thinking about what the car was going to do on that run. That instant that he lost concentration, he spins into Bobby Hamilton's car, ruining his primary car, having to go to backup car. Who would have thought Jeff Gordon would be starting 37th? But just the way things unfolded, there he is back there a long way to the front on a very difficult race, what has become a very difficult racetrack.
The last race of the 1997 NASCAR Winston Cup season, the Napa 500. So the championship contenders are now Mark Martin 2nd, Dale Jarrett 3rd, and Jeff Gordon 12th. And what we have here is the closing laps now approach. We have Jeff Gordon still with a 22-point margin on Mark Martin, who is leading the race, and also a 22-point margin on Dale Jarrett, who is in 3rd place. 1 lap to go. I think you're right, Benny. The white flag is out as Bobby Labonte has taken the white flag, and he's on the last lap. We're not going to proclaim the championship until it's absolutely locked up, but it looks like Jeff Gordon is going to do it once again. We turn our attention now to Bobby Labonte as he brings his Pontiac through the 3rd and 4th corners. Here he is onto the quad oval. Bobby Labonte wins the Napa 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, concluding the 97 season. And Jeff Gordon is going to win his 2nd championship. He's over on the backstretch, and you can see he has significantly reduced his speed, but he will be the champion.
Jeff lost a couple of spots on this last lap. I know Dale Earnhardt was able to get by him, take a spot away.
But nevertheless, Jeff Gordon wins the 1997 NASCAR Winston Cup Championship, his 2nd and the 3rd straight Winston Cup Championship for car owner Rick Hendrick.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, there was a lot of doubt. You know, there's times I was sure we were going to win it, and times we were sure we were going to lose it. You know, but you know, one of these days we're going to win one race. And
hey, don't ruin the hood of that truck. The roof, I mean. But he did.
Unbelievable day. I mean, I tell you what, I never thought we were going to do it. This certainly wasn't the best of weekends for us and the best of days, but it ended up working out.
Trouble here at Homestead for the championship leader, Kurt Busch.
Right front flat, you heard it from the man, Kurt Busch.
And he's on the apron of the racetrack, Kurt. Not too fast because you can't control it. Bill?
Spotter tells the crew, coming to you just as fast as you can blink your eye.
Oh, and he loses the wheel. Wow. Or loses the tire.
And he just missed clobbering the end of that wall.
That's going to be a caution. That's actually good luck for him.
Long way to go, though, to get to his pit stall, the #1 stall, all the way at the end of pit road. They are ready for him. They are on the wall.
That's the wheel in there, isn't it?
Did the lug nuts come off?
It looks like the whole wheel came off.
And they're grinding that suspension, dragging it down the pit lane while he's running there.
Let's see what comes off. The center. There's the center. He just took off with the wheel.
Wow. Jimmie Johnson to second. Jeff Gordon third. Kurt Busch in fifth and trying to hang on to that spot. If he stays there, he wins the title.
You may see a Hail Mary here by the 20 car, right on the back bumper of Jeff Gordon. Don't think he can do it.
Checkered flag is up. Greg Biffle wins the Ford 400 at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Jimmie Johnson and Jeff Gordon finish second and third. It's not going to be enough. Kurt Busch is the 2004 NASCAR Nextel Cup Series champion.
The 2004 Nextel Cup Series champion. He won the chase.
Unbelievable deal. This is what a team does to win a championship. They persevere on a day such as this. All year long we've done things like this. Whether we put ourselves in a hole or whether we had a small problem, I just can't believe we were able to overcome all of that turmoil today.
Right now, the real race is between the 37 and the 5. The 5 is 2 cars in front of him. If he can get in front, that's right. If he can get in front of the 5, the caution flag comes out, then he gets the lucky dog, and he's got a good enough race car. He can go back to the field, gain some spots. Vickers gets the lucky dog.
Yes,
right,
sir. But there could be more cautions, because Benny, what happens when you have a caution?
Breeds cautions. Vickers has the upper hand in this NASCAR Busch Series Championship. If Ron Hornaday, if they can get the 2-car handling just a little bit better, he can go forward. They got a shot. Right now he's 15th. He's going to have to get in the top 5 in that 2-car to have a shot at this championship.
20-year-old Brian Vickers out of Thomasville, North Carolina, started racing in go-karts. As a youngster, 3-time national go-kart racing champion. You heard the story a few moments ago about his father spending the money out of the family business to establish Brian Vickers' racing career, attracted the attention of one of the biggest team owners of all, Rick Hendrick, and put him in position for this championship. Off of turn number 4, David Green is going to finish 9th. It's not going to be enough, and the 2003 NASCAR Busch Series champion is Brian Vickers, driving for Hendrick Motorsports.
Congratulations, Brian. Fantastic job, boys.
What an epic struggle this was today for all of these teams.
The 2003 Busch Series champion, Brian Vickers, hoists the trophy.
This is everything I've ever dreamed of, everything I ever worked for so hard my whole life. I want to thank God, family, friends, my buddy Adam Petty, he was with me the whole day. All my friends back home, I couldn't go to this party with you in high school, but it's finally starting to come around.
Denny's on the low side of the track trying to get underneath Biffle.
Oh,
trouble, and it involves Hamlin. The championship points leader goes around, and can he save it? Caution is out. He keeps it off the wall.
I need 4 tires. Come on around.
That's a lot of damage to that right front fender.
They can only do so much right now before they have to get back out there before they go a lap down. So you see him with the mallet right there working on the splitter. Looks like they fixed it, but they're correcting the left side of the front of Denny Hamlin's race car right now. Like you guys said, this could have been a lot worse. You see him stepping on it there?
Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to work for Denny Hamlin unless something happens to that 48 car.
Yeah, Jimmie Johnson's just done a masterful job with this race car today. I'm telling you, yesterday this car wasn't. He was the third of the 3 cars, championship contenders. They made changes on it, and Jimmy's just done a phenomenal job once again of driving this race car, putting it where it needed to go today.
There it is, just one more circuit. The championship is going to go to Jimmie Johnson, and if you don't think he's going to be one of the greatest, think again. You're looking at him.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 5th year in a row, the champion, Jimmie Johnson.
I am just so proud to be in this position and so thankful to have my great race team and everybody at Hendrick Motorsports giving me great race cars. I think this year we showed what this team was made of. At times we didn't have the most speed, but we had the most heart, and we proved it here through the end of the chase and especially here today.
This is an experience, you know, to lose one of these things and to be in this fight and all this pressure. It's an experience that he'll carry with him now to go win one. They've got great race cars. They don't need to do anything when they go back home, but they just need to keep doing what they've been doing and take this experience and try to build on it next year to win it.
The final laps of the 2011 season, and a tremendous fight for the championship between Tony Stewart driving that 14 car and Carl Edwards in the 99. It's come down to the two of them running first and second in this race. Whichever driver wins the race will be the champion. Championship that I feel a lot of folks are going to remember for years is going between two of the best and being one of the best fights for the title. They're running first and second in the last race of the season. Winner is the champion. Whoever finishes second in the race loses out.
Carl Edwards did an incredible job too, but this is the man right here, Tony Stewart.
2002, he was the champion. 2005, he was the champion, those driving for someone else. This time, he's an owner driver, and he's going to become a three-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. Tony Stewart wins it.
So we got it? We got it. We got the tiebreaker, baby. Awesome job. Guys, you keep your heads up. You keep your heads up. We made them rise to the occasion. Bob, you are the best crew chief out here. You guys did a good job on pit road. We will go home and work, and we'll beat them next year. I appreciate everything you guys did for me this year.
This night is about Tony Stewart. Those guys rose to the occasion. They beat us fair and square. That is all I had at the end. My guys did a really good job. I mean, we came here, we sat on the pole, we led the most laps, and Tony still managed, you know, him and Darian to do a good job with their strategy, come out in front of us, and that's it. That's all I got at the end. That's as hard as I can drive. So I told my wife, if I can't win this thing, I'm gonna be the best loser NASCAR's ever had. So I'm gonna try really hard to keep my head up and know that we'll just go next year, and we're gonna be just as hard to beat next year, just as hard the year after that. But I just hope everybody's proud of the way we performed and our effort. I appreciate everyone's support, all the folks that helped me get to this position. And I wish so bad we had that trophy, but it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Thank the Lord for this one, buddy. Man, I'm telling you, it's been a tough summer and a tough fall for us, and you got to believe in something. And the man upstairs, and he held this rain off just long enough for us to get this job done. So this is for Sprint and all these fans up here that stuck it out all weekend here in Homestead. And oh my God, I don't care how long it rains, I'm gonna be up all night. This is oh my God, are you kidding me? If this doesn't go down as one of the greatest championship battles in history, I don't know what will.
Brandon is around. Big problems. Our point leader gets spun around and hit hard into the wall.
I don't believe it. All because they were coming to the yellow.
Oh, and he hit very hard.
My.
Oh, my goodness. Ryan Reffner coming in the number 80 as Brendan Gaughan was sliding to the inside of the track.
We've got a real battle now.
Let's take a look at what happened.
It's the stack-up effect.
That's
right
Marty
here.
Houston in the 10 out here in front sliding.
Oh, he got nailed.
Yeah, got nailed by Marty. Sent him into the outside wall head on. Hard contact. You're going to see he's going to slide down the racetrack. Again, smoke, debris going everywhere.
Now the racetrack's completely covered in antifreeze.
Marty's against the outside wall. Now Brennan's truck's going to dive to the inside. Brian had already committed to the bottom of the racetrack there. Man, hit him.
Man, that was a big hit. Luckily, right behind the door on the rear axle. Luckily for Brendan there, hit right at the post.
Yeah, you can see where it's all back in here and not.
There's a spring bouncing out. You tell me that's not a hard
There
hit.
was where the most of the impact was, right there. Fortunately, not right on the door.
Brendan Gaughan has climbed out of the number 62. Not happy. The championship just slipped out of his fingers.
And he knows it, and it's the worst feeling in the world. He just wants to go somewhere and hide.
So close, so close. The man drove so well all year.
And again, not of his own making, just in the wrong place, the wrong time. Been in the right place all year long. Happened that time. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You had a boy.
Yeah. Brendan knows he was number 1 today.
You did it, man. He's had a great year.
He's got such a great attitude there. He is so much fun to be around.
He's a fighter, I tell you that.
We had a Dodge that could win the championship. And Jimmy Smith can kiss my ass.
There you have it.
3 laps of racing to go for the 2003 NASCAR Championship. The green flag flies.
Here comes Ted.
Well, Ted pulled to the inside there. You're not supposed to do that. He pulled to the inside before they got to the start-finish line. It looked like he passed Dennis Setzer.
Looking on the underneath side of the 16 right now.
They are going to black flag Ted Musgrave for that move
look
there.
at Dennis Setzer going down into turn 3. He's underneath Quaffle.
He got by Travis Quaffle.
And the one's going to be black flagged.
Oh, boy.
Boy, how would you like to be black flagged out of a championship?
The white flag flies. 1.5 miles to go for the 2003 championship. Bobby Hamilton takes the checkered flag. And Travis Quaffle will win the 2003 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Well, Jimmy.
I think Jimmy Smith may be celebrating a little bit prematurely there, because the black flag was definitely out for Ted Musgrave.
Well, just a little confusing.
What a day! What a day!
Oh, man.
I waited 9 years for this. Oh.
I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news there.
When the official comes to talk to Jim Smith.
Oh, boy, this is interesting.
Our 2003 champion, Travis Quaffle in the IWX Chevrolet.
This is awesome. This is why right here. This team, Dave Fuge, Steve Coulter, they put a truck under me that is superior. The crowd's booing, but Ted was desperate. He was desperate. He, green, white checkered. He had to make up 2 spots on me, and it wasn't going to happen under green flag. I'm just so proud of this team, Chevrolet Silverado, IWX Motor Freight. Everybody supports us. Mark Smith builds great engines. We didn't have a 1-engine problem all year long, and unbelievable. I'm speechless.
The Charlie Henderson car. Nemechek has spun at turn 4. Lights up the tires. Ricky Craven climbs up on the back of Tommy Houston, and everybody else gets through.
Well, let me tell you, the thing he didn't need was damage. If he damages that race car, he really damages his chance for the championship. He's lucky he didn't get hit. And
no caution.
No caution. Boy, that's really going to cost Nemechek.
Here coming out of turn 4 from our speed shot camera. There's Nemechek at the top of your screen.
Serious trouble right there. He was real lucky. You see the rear tire still moving on that car. He's getting himself in position to go ahead. And he was real lucky. Everybody think, there we go. Great camera work.
Turns the car around, cranks it left.
Trouble in 3.
Ooh.
And Nemechek got hit as 4 cars go flying. But Nemechek was able to continue.
Look at Tommy Ellis up on top of the front of the Craven car.
That's where he just landed. He just came down on top of it.
They seem to have gotten everything off the tire. Nothing seems to be rubbing, and the track bar is not bent. Joe Nemechek has just radioed in and said everything is okay, so they made another chassis adjustment. He's going to try it again.
Look at that, Neil. Dennis Setzer's on the outside, and Nemechek's wanting to go, but what can he do? The racetrack's only accommodating 2 cars right now. Up, big spin, right?
And everybody's in it. Nemechek hard on the brakes. He gets by.
Yeah,
a lot of damage, though.
Spencer and Setzer Then Steve Grissom, trying to race back to the flag, piles into Chuck Bound. Both cars get through, and that's Dennis Setzer in the other Bill Davis car, rubbing everything on the rear end. 96 to go. Tommy Ellis. Oh, and Nemechek gets turned around off the front of Spencer's car.
Spencer's moving again.
Caution is out.
Nemechek's cars, I'm sorry, got going. He didn't lose a lap.
It's just, it's been one of those kind of days for Joe Nemechek, but by gosh, they're still out there trying.
And Spencer got a bit of it there with the right front. And right now, Nemechek is 1 point shy of Bobby Labonte. The race ended at this moment.
1 point?
Yes.
Holy mackerel.
10 laps to go.
There we see Butch Miller. He did clear the 36 car. He's got 10 laps to go. If he can do anything, he's good right now.
Joe Nemechek in 6th place behind Tommy Houston. Todd Bodine having a great race. He's the 3rd place car. Joe Nemechek is coming. 6th place, right where he needs to be. White flag for the Texas Pete car. Here comes Nemechek for the white flag. Tacked onto the back bumper of Mark Martin. Labonte into turn number 3. Coming out of 4, he will win his 3rd race of the season. And the battle out of 4 to the line. Mark Martin leads Joe Nemechek to his Busch Grand National Championship by an unofficial 3 points.
You know, it's just a deal where, hey, this is the way it goes, and we'll just go on from here. You know, we had a good day, and Goodyear tires held up. And we did what we had to do, and I never thought I'd ever win at Hickory, but hey, this feels great, really does.
Well, the last 15 laps after that caution, when I got Chuck, something happened to the right front, and you could hear it grinding up there, and I just come on, and then at the end I thought I could pass Mark, and Mark was running his best. I mean, he wasn't going to let me go by, and you know, Texas Pete, Lazito Pharmacy Chevrolet, all the other people that stuck with me this year, we did it. You know, this is I'm honored to be the champion, and I hope I can be a good champion next year.
It all comes down to this. The final 2 laps of the 2008 season. Out in front of the field right now is Todd Bodine. Johnny Benson runs 6th, Ron Hornaday 9th. Whoever finishes in front of the other will be your championship. The champion will be decided. Green in the air. Todd Bodine gets a good restart. Johnny Benson also a good one. Here comes Ron Hornaday. He looked to the inside, knew he had to check up.
Scott Speed did not get that good of a restart. He lagged back on the restart, couldn't get going. Ron Hornaday is now on the inside of Scott Speed. Scott pinches him down.
Oh, flies. Contact was made. Ron Hornaday trying to clear that 22. He can't clear him. Down the back stretch they go. Johnny Benson's got the lead.
He's getting a push from Eric Darnell trying to clear the 22 truck. He does get by the 22.
Johnny Benson has the lead in this championship. Can he hold on to it? And can Todd Bodine hold on for the win? Right now, the white flag has come out. 1 lap of racing to go. 1 truck separates Johnny Benson and Ron Hornaday.
Guys, I think he has too far to go. I don't think he can catch him, Mikey.
He's gaining on him. On the inside of Johnny Benson is Travis Quapple trying to pass that truck. I don't think so either. I think Johnny Benson's going to be your champion.
Hey, remember Atlanta? Ryan Newman passed Ron Hornaday for the lead, cost him 15 points.
Johnny Benson currently running in the 6th spot. Could that be enough for a championship? Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Todd Bodine winning the race, and Johnny Benson will win the championship.
Woo!
Wow!
Unbelievable.
What a race. What a finish.
Hornaday came within a bumper of Johnny Benson and a championship.
There's Johnny's wife, Debbie, right there.
Trip Bruce is saying, did we win or did we not win?
Trust us, Trip, you won.
Trip Bruce, you are a championship crew chief. You have won the 2008 championship. You finished in front of Ron Hornaday.
What an incredible day.
That was all that they had to do after both of them led laps today. One had to finish in front of the other. Adam Alexander.
And there's a lot of question marks down here as if they did win the championship. Johnny Benson came on the radio and said, either way, guys, it's been a great year. But NASCAR officials have not informed them that they are, in fact, the 2008 champion. And that is what they're waiting on. They want the official word. A lot of anxiety remains, and I'll tell you what, for a team that's worked this hard, I guess it's only fitting they should wait a little bit longer. And they just got the call that he is, in fact, the 2008 champion. How special is that for Johnny Benson?
How about Todd Bodine winning his third race of the year? Came from nowhere.
What about Brian Scott, a second place finish? Can this kid wait for 2009? He's going to be. He'll have a great offseason.
He was unbelievably strong today, led this race. It was very impressive, the performance that Brian Scott put on today. But more importantly, this championship came down to the final lap, like we talked about. The final turn off of turn number 4.
We knew it would. We knew it would.
Johnny Benson had about a 3-truck lead over that 33 of Ron Hornaday.
Let's say we thought it would, because 50 laps into this thing, it looked like Ron had Johnny beat. But what great pit calls by Tripp Bruce.
That was the pit call of the year. Tripp Bruce put 2 tires on that truck. Pit call of the year.
It was a good race. Johnny and I raced hard. That was pretty good call. And Tripp Bruce putting 2 tires on, and it just one of them things. I mean, the Campbell Chevrolet ran good all night long, and we didn't have track position at the end, and a lot of them guys put 2 tires on. So I've seen the race one with put 4 tires on, and it just wasn't the case with the track tonight. It just the track position was everything. So good call, but it didn't work. So we just didn't have enough laps. Last lap, Johnny was slipping pretty good, and we were going to catch him. So I'm on my way to congratulate that guy. What a good champ.
Just when Wayne come over the radio and said congratulations, that's way pretty cool. I mean, it's fairly emotional, obviously. These guys are the one. You know, Tripp told us early on, he says, if we ain't the fastest, we will definitely do what we have to do and be the smartest. So Ron and Rick and those guys did a tremendous job all season long. It was a great run. My wife kept telling me you only got to win by 1. Yeah, she kept saying, God's already got it planned. It's all set, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And that's how my approach was going in the race. It's going to be what it's going to be. And just if Ron didn't come in, I was going to try tires. I knew that was probably not going to work. And then I thought I lost it when the 09 got by me there. I was just really bad at the end, and just I thought that lost us. I tell you the truth. And I got to thank Exide Batteries for being on board this weekend. Toyota certified used vehicles. Some people have done such a great job, and we got Ron, good job, man. Good job. This man here is what makes us so meaningful, because he's a hell of a racer. Best there is in this sport.
How bad we want to run at each other so bad when we were side by side.
Yeah.
We did.
Thank you.
Job,
Yes, there's no gap between those 2 drivers, Hornish and Dillon, in that graphic top of the screen. They are tied for the moment for the championship with 28 laps left in the season. Now that'll kick Dillon a point behind as Kligerman goes by. Hornish runs 3rd. Dillon now back in 10th. So 1 pass, forward or back, can swing the balance on the championship in these final 25 laps. Hornish owns the tiebreaker by more wins. Dillon with a move inside of Hornish. While Hornish tries to clear Matt Kenseth for 3rd. 5 laps left in the season of the championship. Kyle Busch did not get a good restart there at all. Kind of boxed in Hornish. Cole Witt with a run to his outside to grab a spot. White flag is in the air. Final lap of the season is now. Keselowski leads. Hornish is 8th. Dillon is 11th. Hornish would have to pass 4, make it 3 cars, or Dillon lose 3 spots in half a lap. Brad Keselowski is going to win the race, 11th to 1st on a late charge. And coming to the checkered flag, the NASCAR Nationwide Series champion is going to be Austin Dillon.
All good, bud. Here we are, champions! Woo! Are we the champs?
Well, I didn't feel we gave Austin a very good car, and he just kept going. Stockman, these guys never ever gave up, and I was just proud of them, you know, just so proud of all of them, you know. And Austin has heart. He drives with heart.
We missed it having that late race caution. I mean, exactly right where we needed to be. We got too free early on in the race to be able to run the way that we needed to, and we had to use the set of our tires to be able to, you know, get the car handle in the way that we should have. And then, you know, on the restart, the 54 spun his tires a little bit, and we didn't have anywhere to go, and you know, couldn't get far enough ahead of those guys that had taken 4 tires. And it's just that's how it worked out for us tonight. We gave away points at different times throughout the season between the driver making mistakes, and you know, everybody on this team had a part in making us better on a lot of days. And you know, we all had a hand in us not being the best that we possibly could have been every day. But we win as a team and we lose as a team. So we're all happy with all the effort that everybody put forward at Team Penske, and just needed a little bit more.
Well, first of all, I want to thank God. You know, he does amazing things. You know, we didn't have the car tonight at all to run up there. It's probably the worst car we've had all year, and we fought. You know, my guys kept me positive in the car. You know, I knew I just had to go on that last restart, and I've been criticized for restarts for a long time, and that was a pretty good one, and just hung up against the wall there and tried to ride it out. Just got to thank God.
Guys have got to do all they can do to move up one position. It's all for all the marbles.
The lights are out on the pace truck. We will be going green. Yeah, you better wipe your brow, Ron Hornaday.
And by the way, you can hold your breath for a lap and a half or two if you have to, and these guys are about to do it. One deep breath, and it's all they got.
Taking one more big pull on the drink tube. That's what that plastic tube going into his mouth. I bet you his whistle is very dry right now. This is the running order. 7 trucks on the lead lap, but it is green, white, checkered. This is a 2-lap shootout for the championship, for a first-time win for Greg Biffle, the Cintas Rookie of the Year award for the 50 driver. Oh man, we could not have dreamt of anything better than what is about to unfold in the next minute and a half.
These are the special times in racing where the adrenaline in your veins makes you drive into the corner deeper than it's ever been driven into before. And then you pray that the thing will just stick, because you only have one more shot around this racetrack to win the championship. It will be quite indeed a shootout.
4,300 miles of racing, and we have come down to the final 3. Green flag flies. Biffle not slow on the trigger this time. Sprague, Ruttman, and then Hornaday.
Watch for some defensive driving now. It looks like Sprague's got a pretty good run going. Biffle takes it to the top and gets to run down the hill trying to gather speed.
Through turn 2, Biffle staying down low. Oh, he wiggles.
Big wiggle, he lost some of the air. Sprague, that little wiggle might have caused him to lift. If he did, Sprague will be, here comes Hornaday under Ruttman.
Hornaday underneath Ruttman for 3rd, so now Sprague must win this race.
And it won't make any difference if he does. He's going to have to get by, and he's trying to take the spoiler. Oh, he doesn't. He gets underneath Biffle right now.
Jack Sprague, oh, there's contact. Sprague holds on to the spot. He's got a big donut, 1 lap to go.
And up in the gray, he's up there throwing a lot of marbles. Right now, Hornaday down. Hornaday can win this race.
Hornaday into 2nd. That would clinch the championship for Ron. Sprague.
And they're going to make him run with a big speed if he comes up the racetrack.
A huge crash. Big crash in turn number 2, but they will race to the checkered flag because it is behind them. So it is now up to Jack Sprague. He has to hope that Ron Hornaday spins it out. All Hornaday has to do is stay right where he is. It's going to be Sprague's victory.
It's over. This thing's over. This is exactly what they had to do. Ron Hornaday wins the champion. Sprague wins the race.
Sprague wins the race, but Ron Hornaday wins the championship. Listen to that crew.
Whoa, man.
3rd place will go to Greg Biffle. The 2 of them salute each other. No one could have written a script better than this. Jack Sprague did everything he had to. Ron Hornaday matched him toe-to-toe. What a show of sportsmanship.
High five each other.
The 2 of them.
Uh-oh. There we go.
And the victory donuts for both of them, and they have both earned it.
Ron Hornaday for the
second time in his career, has got that championship by the throat. He just came out, he jumped on the roof, pushed the toolbox out of the way on the on-truck camera, and now comes down to the back. And boy, you talk about emotion. The man is feeling it.
I never said it's been easy. I just said coming into this one, just my mind was set. Thanks. Got to praise the Lord. Man, I don't know who to thank to begin with. This whole Napa Break Chevrolet team is awesome, and Fred Graves, all these guys are just on this whole team has just got so much faith in me, and I got so much faith in them to come to win this thing. Jack Sprague won the race to come home second. Emotional deal, unbelievable.
I would say, from my standpoint, it's been worth winning the championship. The championship's always worth more the first time you win it than it is any other time, because then you're always considered a champion. You know, you run a whole race or run a whole year, and if you win the championship, then you feel like you've had a very, very successful season.
Petty expresses himself about Winston's participation.
I think that when the factories got out of it, then R.J. Reynolds stepped in to take up the gap, and when they did, it was just a God-sent thing as far as racing was concerned.
Former Winston Cup champion, a dedicated driver.
And years of work for that one moment. I was in racing about 11 or 12 years before I was able to accomplish this. And I started in a $50 car and graduated to a $2,000 car, and, you know, gotten to the point now that I'm driving $50,000 race cars. It takes all this, plus in that year, that you can win the Winston Cup. You have to be terribly lucky, I guess is one word. You'd have to work very hard at it along the way.
Parsons wins Daytona, the first major victory for him.
That was just the climax of a whole lifetime, just an unbelievable experience. I've never experienced anything like it before, and I really never expect to enjoy a moment like that again as long as I live. Right.
He spun the tires. Elliott Sadler goes by right when they get to the start-finish line. Here comes the 19. Daniel Suarez trying to go to the high side.
You absolutely called it, Jeff. That really helped out the 19 and the 1 on the bottom lane.
The 19 of Suarez has cleared the 1 and back out front. Here comes the 3. Ty Dillon trying for a win. Sparks coming out from underneath the 1. Still holding on to second. For the championship, 2 laps to go. Daniel Suarez with another great restart. Shot out to the lead. He's got a 3-car length lead over Elliott Sadler. The other championship contenders, Justin Allgaier back in 7th. Eric Jones is 8th. This time by, coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. One more time around. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Daniel Suarez, the 24-year-old from Monterrey, Mexico, has the lead and has been dominant. 132 laps out in front today. The one thing he wants to do is lead lap 133 to be out front for the final lap. As he comes out of turn number 4, he will be the first ever international champion in NASCAR.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
The team is going to go see their champion driver.
What a journey from Monterrey, Mexico to Homestead, Miami to win a championship.
I don't think I can speak English right now, man. I'm just wordless. Oh, man, obviously, my family's worked super hard since I was 11 years old to give me the right equipment to get better and to get one day to this day. Thank you, man. Thank you.
10 to go. They come into the restart zone. Kyle Larson, the outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Green flag back in the air. They're blocking. Good go down low. Carl Edwards into the wall. He got tagged by the 22. Big hits by the 19. And the caution comes back out again.
That is exactly what we saw Joey Logano was going to try to do. Big fire of the 78. But that is what we thought was going to happen. Obviously, the wreck isn't what we thought. Martin Truex Jr. needs to get out of this race car.
Very aggressive on the restart. The flames rolling out from underneath the hood of the 78. Red flag comes out. Martin Truex Jr. is out of the car.
Yeah, I think it was shared. You know, I mean, I feel like it was just racing. Haven't seen a real close-up view, but the way I had it figured is, first of all, that was the race of my life up to that point. That was a lot of fun, and Joey was so good on the short run. I don't know how he got that restart. It was a really good restart. I thought everything was going to work out, and Jason told me he was looking low, and he told me basically he was there. I knew what Jason was saying.
Here comes the 4. Kevin Harvick racing that 22 hard.
Come on, baby. Come on.
White flag in the air. One more time around from Miami. Jimmy Johnson has never won at Homestead Miami Speedway, but he's never been in a position where he's had to win for a championship. Down the backstretch he goes. A half a lap away from the championship. Jimmy Johnson through 3 and 4. Make room. Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. There's another 7-time champ. Jimmy Johnson wins his 7th NASCAR Cup championship. Jimmy Johnson. He's celebrating at Homestead Miami Speedway. Presented by Sunoco, fueling victories all season long. He started the race at the back of the field. Methodically worked his way up to the front. The 7th championship as Jimmy Johnson climbs out of the car.
It is our pleasure to call you Sprint Cup champion 2016.
How's your heart right now?
Hey, it is so full, and I had this crazy calmness over myself all day long, leading into this, and even with us running 5th and the championship not looking like it was going to be there, I just felt something. My heart was full because I was thinking of some loved ones like Ricky Hendrick and his influence, me being in this race car and dedicating the 7 hashtag to him and kind of building up to this, and man, something happened from above there, those last few restarts to give us this opportunity, and I'm just so thankful to have Robert Niblock here from Lowe's. They've been with me since day one and believed in me. Chevrolet, it's the only car I've ever driven. Hendrick Motorsports, it's made home for me. It's been the perfect place, and my family, friends as well. You wish that you could say something really impactful in these moments, but there's just so much swirling going on right now in my head, and I'm just overly blessed and thankful.